Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, and up here today, guys, with a bit of a late video. I want to apologise for the lateness of the video. Yeah, that's a bit better. And yeah, I do want to apologise about that. I sort of have dropped the ball a little bit. Oh, I can actually put my phone in Crash Bandicoot there, and actually here, hold it nicely there. Just trying to. Just give me a sec. There we go, that works nicely, thanks Crash. It's my Crash Bandicoot game controller holder, but it holds your phone actually, so not bad. Actually, why haven't I ever thought about using that before? So today I'm just going to be talking about some of the games that I've been playing lately, what I've been up to. I'm sorry that it's nothing special today. I do have my son, so I can't really do, any gameplays or anything like that today, so... And yeah, I want to start off by saying I've added 4 more digital games into my PlayStation 4 collection. I added, because I got a £20 voucher the other day as part of a late birthday present from my partner. So I added, yes, hello. I added Dot Hack GU Last Recode. Yes, hello. Dot Hack GU Last Recode into the PlayStation 4 collection. I did own the game before, but I never actually played it. I ended up selling it, which unfortunately I've had to do quite too many times, It kind of sucks that I've had to do that a few times. But the game was on sale actually. PlayStation's had a nice Big in Japan sale, and I love when they do the Big in Japan sale because you get all these JRPGs and Eastern titles discounted a great price, and it was $12.99, which is fantastic because it is 3 games in one. I do like the Dot Hack anime. I've watched quite a few of the Dot Hack animes. And yeah, I really, I'm looking forward to actually playing the game. And now that I've got it digital, I can't really sell it again. So I do that sometimes, especially lately. It's nice to finally get some more digital games. Some of the games, yeah, they are physical as well. And I do prefer to have a physical copy over a digital copy. But sometimes, if you can see a game, on sale and you go, well, this is a game that I want to keep. So it's nice to own a digital copy of that. Looking forward to trying it out. 3 games in one, and there's a lot to it, I hear. It's basically a almost a HD collection or a remake or a remaster of these Dot Hack games that we never actually got in Europe. So yeah, I'm happy to own that. Again. And then I've got this game called Malicious Fallen. I have no clue how good it is. It was like £5. I thought I'd take a chance on it. From what I've seen in like the screenshots and things, it looks like a Devil May Cry, sort of like hack and slash game. And I do like those sort of games. So looking forward to trying that one out. I do that sometimes, as I do take a chance sometimes and get something I don't really know too much about, and if it's a good game, it's a good game. If it's bad, it's bad. I won't, with cheap games, I don't mind, if it's a game that I'm not, overly loving or something like that. If it's a decent game, then it's a bonus. But if it's not great, I'm not really too bothered because I got it quite cheap. But yeah, and then I got these very cheap games. They were like £2 for both of them. It was called Portals of Evil, which is like a, one of those old sort of like hidden object style adventure games. Not really that interested in it, but I thought, well, it's part of the deal, so I get 2 games for one. And I got Alien Shooter. Oh my god, I remember playing Alien Shooter back in the day on my laptop. Very, very old, sort of like top-down, almost isometric style, twin-stick shooter almost. And I was very surprised that the PlayStation 4 had a port of it, so for dirt cheap as well. I enjoyed playing it actually. I got a bit of nostalgia from it because I remember playing back in the day. When you had laptops, they came with this like thing where you had like a bunch of games and you used tokens to play the games. And I remember playing the demo on there, and after all these years I finally got the game and completed it. So but it's only a couple of hours long. If you've got a few hours to spare, you can get some trophies on it. So I thought, you know what's wrong with getting a few more trophies? And it's a bit of a nostalgia trip for me as well. Nothing special by today's standards. There are far better twin stick shooters out there, don't get me wrong. But it's a bit of a nostalgia for me to finally play that game and complete it again. I think you can even get it on your phone nowadays. So yeah, and I've got one physical game added into the collection. This isn't a pickups video, by the way. I finally got a Lego game for the PlayStation 4. My partner phoned me up and goes, oh, he was in Asda. She goes, what game do you want? I said, well, what are the cheapest ones? I didn't want to spend in too much. And she managed to get me Lego DC Supervillains for £20. That is fantastic in Asda. Asda, I will say this, if you are a game collector, especially for PS4 and Xbox One, and even Switch to some extent, Asda do fantastic deals on their games at sometimes. This is £40 everywhere else. Yeah, it's supermarkets. You can probably get it in CX cheaper and stuff. But finally nice to own a Lego game on my PS4. I don't own any Lego games on PS4, so I'm happy to finally own one. I played about an hour of this game the other day, did the first couple of missions. I love the Lego games, don't get me wrong. I do think they sort of need to in my opinion, there hasn't the best Lego game I've ever played, apart from the Lego Star Wars ones, because you know, Lego Star Wars. But the best Lego game I've ever played was Lego City Undercover. That game was fantastic. Whether you're playing the Wii U version or the PS4 version or whatever. I played the Xbox One version. So I will want to get that back for my PS4 at some point. Again, like I said, all of my main focus is on PS4 at the moment. But yeah, happy to own this game. Again, it's nice to see that they have sort of branched off in the DC universe and tried to go away from just the heroes and Lego Batman and Superman and whatnot. So it's nice that they tried something different. It's still the same sort of format as the Lego Batman games, you know, the open world, that sort of thing, the levels. Still that sort of same format. I just don't think there hasn't been a Lego game that's been as good as Lego City Undercover, just because that game really sort of took the open world and made it into something special. Some people say it was like Grand Theft Auto for kids. In some senses, yes, it is. But yeah, I love the Lego games. Don't get me wrong, they are very good for children and adults alike. We all love Lego. Lego games are fantastic replay value because there's lots to do in them, lots to go back and explore, lots of characters to unlock. There you go. You wanted to get in my gaming chair. Lots of characters to unlock and things to do. Great games to play with friends or your kid, or even so if Logan was old enough, I'd be playing this with him. This game had some controversy behind it. You wouldn't believe it. There were people actually complaining about this game, saying that it gave kids the wrong impression. I sort of talked about that in my Dynasty Warriors stream. I think that's stupid. It's bloody Lego. You know, it's up to you as a parent to teach your kid what's right and what's wrong, you know, but at the same time, it's a fucking Lego game, get over it, you know what I mean? But yeah, this one sort of hits me quite here, actually. I'm kind of glad that my first Lego game that I own on PS4, don't get me wrong, I played most of the Lego games, don't get me wrong, I played them on other systems, but to finally own a Lego game, and not a bad one to start with in the collection, because it's, you know, it's sort of nice to, I love the villains. I've always preferred the villains over the heroes. And yeah, it's childish, it's funny, it's childlike, it's Lego games, what do you expect, but it's a fun game. So that's pretty much what I added into the collection. What have I been playing? I'm not going to lie, I've actually been sort of gone off Dynasty Warriors 9. Not gonna lie, when I played it the other day, my game sort of not corrupted, but it sort of put me into where I continued, and it weren't loading any missions, so I had to restart as a different character, and I sort of went, you know what, I'm sort of hit that point now, and that's the thing, when you play a game so much, you can love the game to death, don't get me wrong. But when you play it so much, there comes a point where you go, is it time for me to play something else? You know, I've put nearly 150 hours into Dynasty Warriors 9, did like 13 of the campaigns. Don't get me wrong, I still have that quest to try and complete everything in the game. I do want to do that. But I've sort of took a break from it, and what I'm doing now is actually playing some different games, and playing something new, something different, going through some of my games, playing them for about an hour or so, just seeing if I like it. If I like the game, then I know that I'm going to come back to it. If I don't like it, I know which ones to avoid in the future, and so forth, which is why, you know, I only put a couple of hours into this game, well, not even an hour or so. So I have actually been playing PlayStation Now and using PlayStation Now quite a bit as of late. I'm actually going from Z to A, actually, instead of A to Z. I played, what games have I played on there? I played Zombie Vikings, really fun game. Actually, I put more time into that in my PlayStation Now than the other ones that I played. Zombie Vikings, really fun sort of indie style, Castle Crashers, sort of 2D side scroller, almost beat 'em up hack and slash style game. Really fun game, actually. I wouldn't say it's better than Castle Crashers. It's definitely not as good as Castle Crashers, but it's that same sort of vein. And you know, Castle Crashers is one of the best, you know, indie, well, you know, arcade games, you could call it, digital games that they put out in a long time. I really can't wait if they do another one. And I love those sort of side scroll and beat 'em up style games. Similar thing, you know, drop in, drop out, co-op sort of style. Playing it single player isn't as good as probably what it would be multiplayer, but it's playable and it's a fun little game. It has some humour to it, definitely some adult humour hidden in there. Definitely one of those games that you could play with your kid and, you know, they would enjoy it for what it is, for the light-hearted humour, but then you as an adult could sort of sit there and understand the adult jokes a little bit more, kind of like what they did with all these old cartoons, you know. But yeah, fun little game, actually. Would recommend that one if you're into those sort of games. Not the longest game. I hear it's about a 6.5 hour long game, but that's not an issue for me, you know. I don't mind short games. I tried out Zombie Tycoon 2. Couldn't really get into it. It was sort of like a real-time strategy game. Couldn't really get into it. I tried it out. Got to like the second mission where you have to protect the van, and I kept failing, so I sort of gave up with that one. But at least I tried it. And then yesterday I tried out a game called Xenoclash, and oh my god, it's one of those games, it's so bad, but it's so good. It's like a first person, it's got a really cool concept. It's like a first person fighting game, you know, where you have first person, you've got one button for left punches, one button for right. But the game is so fucking ugly. Like, the graphics are terrible. It's so pixelated and so and not even pixelated as in pixel graphics, just it's so ugly. But it's hilarious, you know. There's freaking like these little people that walk around. You pick up a hammer and you just throw it at them, and they just go flying. Ragdoll physics. Logan, oi, put them down. And yeah, it's fucking hilarious. It's terrible. The graphics are so ugly, you know. But it's a terrible game. But playing it, it's like I'm playing it and I'm just having so much fun playing it. Whether or not I'm going to go back to it is something else. I don't bloody know. But yeah, I'm going to try out Zygorat tonight. I have played Zygorat on the Xbox One, but I thought I'd just try out the PlayStation 4 version just to see if there's any difference. It probably isn't. Again, I played the Xbox One version, but I didn't really give it too much of a chance. So I think I'll try that one out tonight and see if I want to continue with it. I did play Star Wars Bounty Hunter a couple of weeks the other day, and I got further than what I used to. I got to the jungle level, and I got to the part where you're in the jungle and you're in the caves, and I couldn't really get further than that because it's a bloody hard game. It's not like hard to the extent of like Dark Souls or something like that, but it's hard considering, you know, these games today, you know, there's always an easier way around it. You know, when you're struggling in a game today, there's always a way you can get past a point in a game. There's always something that you need, a special item you can use, a weapon or something like that. But Star Wars Bounty Hunter, there is no quarter. It's like you have to get through it by your own whims. If you fuck up, you go back. You have 5 chances, and if you fail all 5 times, it's back to the beginning of the mission. That sort of style of game that we don't see in modern games. You know, with games today, you know, when you die, you respawn, you know, you continue from your last checkpoint, you know, and you can keep doing that and keep doing it. You know, like if you were playing Call of Duty and, you know, you died in the mission, you'll spawn in at the last checkpoint. There's no like restart mission if you fail too many times, whereas these sort of older games, especially in like the PS2 era, and I think the PlayStation 2 era was sort of like the last era we sort of seen this sort of difficulty in games, where the games that actually didn't really give you no quarter. It's like you keep playing it, you have to keep doing it, and if you fail too many times, that's it, you're going back and you're gonna have to do it all over again. Yeah, you know, like the old games like NES and Sega, you know, those sort of games, one continue, no lives, those sort of things, that's fucking, those are hard. But, you know, even with Dark Souls, as hard as Dark Souls or Sekiro or something like that is, in terms of a game, it's still very forgiving. If you die, you'll continue. You're not going to have to restart the game, you continue. Whereas, you know, I found with Star Wars Bounty Hunter, it's not the hardest game you'll ever play, but it's definitely got that sort of difference between if you were playing that one, and then if they were to bring it back out, or to do another Star Wars Bounty Hunter, you know, on a PS4, it is the PS4 version you're playing with achievements and things like that. Well, should I say trophies? I always say achievements, I'm sorry. But if they were to do a new one, the new one would definitely give you more quarter. You know, if you failed a mission, you spawn at the last checkpoint and you keep going and keep going, or you know, there's something, you know, some special way of getting past it. With these old ones, it's like, this is the game, this is what you got to do, that's it. There are ways of getting past it, you know, there are different paths you can take, somewhat, but for the most part, it's really down to, you fuck up, you go back. And those are the sort of games, that's why a lot of people say, you know, games today are fucking harder than they were before. I don't think that's true. Yes, there are games that have immense difficulty, again, the Soul series, those sort of games, but those games are very forgiving, because if you die, you continue. As simple as that. Whereas these old games, if you die, you might have a few continues, but if you fail that, you've got to go all the way back to the beginning. Either the beginning or the beginning of the mission, depending on what you're playing. You know, like even Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, or Mario, if you die a certain amount of times, that's it. Back to the beginning. You know, back to where you started, mate. And that, for me, that is a harder thing than having a game that has harder difficulty. I think if you have less chances in a game, it's actually harder than a game that you have unlimited chances but harder difficulty. You know, like even Crash Bandicoot, you know, it's like, you know, how hard that game was, especially in some of the later levels, but it's forgiving in some senses. If you die a certain amount of times, you have to go back to the beginning of the level. But, you know, even that's what makes the game hard, is because no matter, you might get further and further and think, oh my god, I'm doing it, but one mistake and you've got no life left, you're going to have to go all the way back to the beginning and do all that hard work you've just done. It's been undone, because you're going to have to do it again. And that's what I sort of got from Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Got further than what I did before. The last time I played it was ages ago. I played it on my PS2 ages ago, and I couldn't even get past the Coruscant mission, where you're in the you know, when you have to go up. If you've never played the game, I definitely recommend it. It's a very good game, and it's on PS Now. And that's what I want to say is PlayStation Now, I'm actually using it more than what I used to. So I'm really glad that I'm actually putting time into it. Yes, I'm not playing games on it for hours and hours and hours and completing each game. I'm going through them, and if I like the game and it's a game that I want to beat, I just add it onto my game app that I've got, my profiling app, and just put a simple tag of want to beat, so I know that I'm going to come back to this game and complete it at a later date. And I think that's the best way of me doing it, is actually playing through some of these games, getting more information about them, and then when I do the updated PlayStation Now game list video, which will be coming, I might do it when I've played a few more games, so we'll see how we go with time on that one. And when I do finally do it, I should know a bit more about some of the games that I could really tell you about before. A couple more things about PlayStation 4. EA Access is coming to PlayStation 4. So thank you, EA, for that. Now, there's not really been too many details about it. I recommend EA Access if you like EA titles, don't get me wrong. I've talked about it on the Xbox One. But I'm not really sure how it's going to work with the Xbox, the PS4 version, because there are some games on EA Access that aren't on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, so I'm not sure if we're going to get every single, you know, all 50 games that are on there or not, but it's only £5 a month, so you get a decent amount of games on it. So it's nice that PlayStation have decided, you know what, we're going to get EA Access on there, which is good, because I think you can get Star Wars Battlefront 2 on there, which I won't mind having on my PS4, and even The Sims 4, again, games that I have played and have got on the Xbox One, but because I'm not playing my Xbox One on my own anymore. I only really play Xbox One now when I'm playing a couple of games with friends or my partner or something. I don't really play Xbox One in my spare time anymore. I play PS4. You know, I've switched over now, like I've said, and in a way I'm very glad I have, actually. So tonight, like I said, I'm going to try out Ziggurat again, or Ziggurat, I don't know how you pronounce it. Again, it's very similar game to like Immortal Redneck, which is a fucking awesome game. Definitely check that one out. Sort of like a Serious Sam dungeon crawler style game, you know, those sort of fast-paced shooters games. Again, but it's all... Oi! You leave my tablet alone. Again, but it's all to do with mages and spells and things. So I have played a little bit of it, but I didn't really give it too much of a chance. So I'll go back and try it again. If I like it, again, I'll probably add it into my continue list, come back to want to beat list. If I don't didn't really find it too much, I'll just move on to the next one. It's weird going from Z to A, but again, the last time I did it, when I was going through it, I did from A to Z, so I played a few of the games. So but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing and what I've been doing lately. Sorry, it's just been a bit of a talking video and stuff like that, but better than nothing, I suppose. My fucking living room is a fucking mess. What's the time? The time is, well, 10 to 4. Fucking hell, good thing I did do this video. And I think it stopped raining, so I can end this video, and then probably take him out for a walk, come back, put the video into upload, tidy up, do dinner for us both, and then, yeah, go on the PlayStation tonight. So yeah, I still, on Xbox, I've still just been playing World War Z and Overwatch, but the other night I went on it and I just weren't in the mood for it at all. But yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like, and of course comment below. Let me know what you've been playing recently, what you've picked up recently. Do you have PlayStation Now? Do you think it's worth it? I do. And are you looking forward to the updated PlayStation Now video? It's going to be a long one, and it's going to be a bit of a thank you video. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and welcome to the channel. Of course, I hope you enjoy. Sorry, this video has been a bit like a week late. I just dropped the ball. I'm not going to lie, I dropped the ball. Kind of dropped the ball there. Means I fucked up. But yeah, but sorry about that. And as always, guys, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. Once again, thank you all new subscribers. Hope you enjoy. Some new stuff coming this way, some more gameplay videos, streams, that sort of thing, hopefully coming soon. I have a holiday coming up next week. Yes, boys! Holiday coming up next weekend. Can't wait. Well, going down next weekend, but I'm going away Monday to Friday. Going down to Burnham-on-Sea in Somerset with the whole family. Going to be a big one. My son's looking forward to it. And hey, it's going to be a good one. Definitely might even do a vlog. So holiday vlog number 3, number 4. Yeah, 4th holiday vlog. Looking forward to it. We ain't done a vlog in a while. So holiday vlog number 4 coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Can't wait to do that one. And as always, guys, have a nice day. And I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.